Way. Alright. Alright, hi my dude, what's up?
Yeah, man!
Yeah, mate. Oh, what a fucking week, dude.
Salute, way.
Salute, way. Salute, way.
La Buddha Sagrada.
Oh, with the line.
Respecto.
Respecto. Gracias, plastic Buddha.
What a trip, mate.
What a trip, bro.
The reason you're here with me in Mexico is we were supposed to go film this Hikori documentary. We were going to go have a peyote ceremony, super last minute.
Yeah.
And Mercury was retrograding and nothing worked out. And so we came back to my house. And we got lysergic acid diethylamide-y, and you drank about 20 coconuts, and
yeah, bro. No,
it's just kind of been a little portal.
Yeah, it's phenomenal, dude. What a trip. What an absolute trip. You know, it's crazy, dude. One of the things I've been working with a lot recently is this whole idea of, like, good trips and bad trips.
Yeah.
Because I have so many people that the first thing people always say about psychedelics, especially inexperienced people, is like, well, have you ever had a bad trip? And I'm at the point in my experience where I'm like, fuck no, I haven't had a bad trip.
Yeah.
Like, maybe there's varying degrees of, like, challenge.
Uh-huh.
But I've never had a bad one, bro.
Same.
Even the worst ones aren't bad, right? It's this binary system we get caught in as human beings where we're like, things are either good or bad, right? We ignore the nuance. It's like, this trip was such a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
Dude. It's like, there were challenges at the front end of our trip, and they let us this.
Bienvenidos, way.
Yeah, bro, like, yeah. Cheers to that, bro.
Salute. You know, I think a lot of what people call bad trips actually come from the more synthetic ones too.
Oh, for sure.
Because I've taken massive amounts of like mushrooms and ayahuasca and had like very insane, challenging, terrifying experiences. But there's like this weird kind of dimension, like for example, I've heard a lot of people tell me fucking horror stories with high doses of LSD.
Oh, for sure.
Like horror stories, where they said they were in like a 36-hour loop, and they went to a 2-year depression and psychosis.
Yeah,
it's like, fuck, mate. I mean, that's why I do like the LSD in the smaller doses. I think in larger doses, it's too unpredictable. It doesn't have that same spirit. It's not a product of the natural environment. Yes, it's semi-synthetic, right?
Yeah.
Comes from the ergot and everything. But when I talk about like a product of the natural environment, when we talk about an archaic revival, like what are the options? What are the shamanic options at the end of history? We have to think back to our remote ancestors. What would be accessible? Just, it's in like the mushroom, bro. You pick it, eat it, done.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the kind of natural, botanical, fungal intelligence that I like to interface with at high dosages because I feel safe.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like these are ancient spirits of the cosmos, of the planet, and I'm in good hands. They have thousands and thousands of years of human usage, which is the ultimate lab test.
Exactly.
Right? So something like MDMA, something like LSD, when you start getting into really high doses, I mean, that's where I just kind of say, I'll go do a mushroom ceremony. It's too much.
Well, and I think that the pudding is the proof also. Like, you don't generally meet people who take large doses of mushrooms and are like kind of burnout.
Yeah.
But you meet people who have taken too much acid all the time.
All the time.
And they have just like going skits, mate. Like
skits
absolutely,
as fuck, man.
Yeah, dude.
And like skits in an American context, not even an Australian context.
Right.
Like 2 skits.
Yeah, dude. Exactly. Yeah, and
it's too much.
I don't see that with mushrooms. Rarely do I see that with ayahuasca either.
Oh yeah. I mean, listen. I mean, do you get all kinds of goofball like
for sure
folks? Yes, but like. There's something different with the like high dose LSD people. Yeah. Even in how they comment on my stuff, like, bro, I've tripped on so much fucking acid. It's like, bro, it's kind of this like weird.
I had this.
And I love LSD.
Yeah.
Like very clearly.
Like, for sure. Right?
We just had it this weekend. LSD's the one that got me on the path.
Yeah.
I have so much respect.
So I have a friend, right, which is whole other weird fucking topic. Is that girl I was telling you about who gifted me the trip to Mexico. She had a boyfriend who she started dating like 6 months later, and he found out that she did that for me. got super jealous, super weird. And this dude sent me a fucking crazy message. He's like, fuck you, homie. Me and my boys will roll up and we'll fucking throw a sheet of acid in your mouth. And then we'll see if you're fucking, like, see what kind of fucking white boy trip that is. And I'm like, bro, what in the fucking world, dude?
Wow.
I messaged him back. I'm like, bro, I'm not having a conversation with you. He's like, no, I want to talk. Be a man and talk. I'm like, bro, a man would have just called me and, like, been like, hey, I want to have a conversation. You talk to my girlfriend. Are you fucking her? Like, that would have been the responsible thing to do. Not fucking come out here hot and be like, me and my boys are going to roll up on you with a fucking sheet of acid. Like,
so gay.
What a weirdo, dude.
I'll tell you what. I guess we can say that now. It's a thing again. I'm from the Midwest. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all good fun. I love the gays. Just hanging out with Alan last night. But what I've always found interesting about, like, guys and, like, jealousy, like, with women is, bro, be mad at the woman.
Yeah, exactly.
The guy is just doing what guys do.
100%, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You didn't know he existed.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, if you have a problem, check your girl.
Absolutely, dude.
The guys are just doing their thing.
And
it's
also,
not like you guys, like, it's different if you were his best friend.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't even know who you were.
And fundamentally, too, it's like, bro, you know, you have all these people who have this concept about love, that love is the root of every relationship that holds it together. No, dude, it's trust. Right? That's the glue that holds every relationship together.
Right.
Dude, if you think your girlfriend is cheating enough to hit some dude up and talk shit, your relationship's fucked.
That's
like,
right.
it's already beyond repair, dude.
That's right.
And you need to just fucking end it.
I would never do that.
No, never.
I would never do it.
Never.
Unless it was somebody I deeply personally
Yeah,
knew.
exactly.
I'd be like,
then I'm fucking hit him up and be like, yo, Jarrett?
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
but like with random guys, like, bro, check your girl.
Yeah, bro.
Like, if your girl, like, because she's allowing it.
Yeah. Also, we live in separate states, dude. Like, I'm not banging your girlfriend over the phone. Okay, you can look through the fucking messages, do whatever. But insecurity is really interesting. I think that psychedelics are actually the antithesis of insecurity.
Yeah.
And codependency as well.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of where we see insecurity in people. It's just kind of this, like, aspect of codependency, right? It's like, no, this is my person, and you don't fucking, it's like, bro, no, you're fucking in too deep, and you need to recalibrate your relationship, right? Maybe you need to play the drum on a different side,
Different
right?
side of the same drum.
Exactly.
Dude, I should tell that story quickly.
You should, bro. That's phenomenal.
So yesterday, when we were in the LSD dimension. Are we in another dimension right now? I had this very peculiar experience where I had my drum. It's a nice little Ket drum.
You got the drum here.
And I'm playing it downstairs. And I'm playing, I'm like in a trance, laying back, and I'm playing it, and I look down at my drum, and I start touching the hairs on the one end and everything, and I'm like, this feels like a totally different drum. Like, this isn't my drum that I've been lugging around the world. Like, this doesn't even feel like the same drum. And I'm like, what is going on here? I'm like really like trying to understand this. And dude, it was like, you know how it is on LSD, like these revelations where you're just like, fucking hell.
Yeah, dude.
Because I realized I was playing. So the drum is not perfect, it's handmade.
Yeah.
And one side rises up and one side comes a little bit lower. And when I first received the drum, the dude made it, handmade in Italy, shipped it to Hawaii, bro. And when I first got the drum, tested it out, I'm so excited, I made a decision that the lower end of the drum produced the nicest sound. And this was 9 months ago. And last night I realized I was playing the raised end of the drum that I had been avoiding all this time. I would, every time I get the drum, flip to my low side. Yep, this is the one that sounds best. From one experience, I told myself that story and ran with it.
Ran with it, yeah.
And I realized in that moment that we always have exactly what we need.
Yeah.
But we might be playing the wrong side of the right drum.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Poignant, bro. Clip that shit. That's fucking insane, bro.
If you've never taken LSD, I sound like an idiot.
No, not even, because it's relationships, bro. Yeah. It's all about relationships. It's even like, if you want to get really fucking heady with it, this is relativity, right? an object from one relative angle, it can look like one thing. But then you step to the side and it looks like something else. So this obstacle that you perceive, it may not even be an obstacle, bro.
You gotta flip the drum around.
Or you gotta move your body around and go like, oh, I thought this was a fucking mountain. It turns out it's a wall, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was a fence. It turns out that it's this thin, right? And our perception has this way of playing tricks on us where we have this, it's just relationships, dude. Relationships to things, to people, to ideas.
Yeah.
They're all, like you said, we tend to like grab an idea or even a relationship, right? We tend to grab something and just run with it.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, dude, maybe you just gotta flip it over. So, like I said last night, if you're having problems with your wife, just flip her over, dude.
Yes. In other words.
In other words, girlfriends, also apply to this matter. Yeah. Don't flip the kids over. Not nearly as. All that being said, I was carrying the baby around upside down, so maybe that works too.
Well, Mackenzie was telling me that it's good for babies to get flipped upside down.
Okay, there we go.
Apparently.
There we go. Different side of the same
This
drum.
is not parenting advice.
Different side of the same drum.
Different
man.
side of the same drum.
Yeah.
So just remember, when things aren't flowing or when like that the right sound isn't being produced. You're putting your energy into something, and the tone coming back, the feedback isn't quite right. Doesn't sound quite right, bro. It might be something as simple as whoop, flipping your drum around.
That's it.
It's perfect.
Oh.
I can't believe it took me 9 fucking months.
Oh, for sure.
To realize that the raised side is actually better than the lower side.
And it's funny too because Occam's razor is this idea that the simplest solution is oftentimes the correct one, right? And so, like in this case, it's like. That's the simplest solution. It's not throw the drum away. It's not get a new drum because it doesn't sound correct.
Right.
No, it's just flip the drum around, bro.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It really is.
Yeah.
That's what I love about psychedelics is like everything we want in life, dude. It's just a matter of perspective, right? And it's also this matter of like, can you, Michael Pollard, his whole How to Change Your Mind.
Michael
right?
Pollan?
Pollard, my bad.
Goofball.
My bad, dude.
Yeah. Interesting character.
He talks about how to change your mind, and it's like, bro, you could break that whole book down into one sentence. Psychedelics will increase awareness. That's it, dude. Like, you're just increasing awareness. Are you a drug addict? Fucking increase the awareness.
Yeah.
Are you fucking fat? Increase the awareness. How many people have you heard use cannabis? And they're like, oh, I get anxious when I smoke weed. Like, bro, I had this boss back in the day. So I worked as a cannabis grower. And I had this boss I used to sit and smoke before work. And one day I'm like, smoking. He's like, damn, you smoke a lot. I'm like, yeah, bro, you want to smoke? He goes, no, I don't smoke weed. I'm like, bro, we work at a weed, bro. You mean you don't smoke weed? And he goes, yeah, every time I smoke weed, I think about, I get like anxious. And I think, man, I wish I didn't get married. And I wish I didn't have kids. And like, I don't know if I like my wife that much. But I know it's not me. I know it's just the weed.
Oh,
and I'm like,
buddy,
guy,
reconsider this.
It's not the weed, dude.
Oh man,
it's you. It's a mirror.
Yeah.
What did Bob Marley say? Right? The herb reveals you to yourself. That's what these medicines are for.
You're running and you're running and you're running away, but you can't run away from yourself.
It's the truth, bro. It's so simple.
Wherever you go, there you are.
That's it.
As somebody who's traveled quite extensively, I can say that's something. In the early years, you think, like, dude, I remember when I first started, like, really traveling. I remember being in Guatemala. I'm like on Lake Atitlan, like, kind of like this vibe here.
Yeah. Is that where what's his name's retreated?
Yeah, Maze.
Yeah.
And I just remember like feeling so fucking lost and confused, and I was exactly where I wanted to be.
Yeah.
For so long.
Oh.
And I think back to that, and that was a powerful lesson. And throughout the travels, you realize that. I mean, bro, you can be living on the beach in Hawaii, and all of your karma, all of your responsibilities, it's all there.
You can be in India and have a 10-year-old son back in Detroit.
Goddamn.
Bang, 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 shots fired.
Fuck, way. You instigator.
I didn't say anything, bro.
You're manifesting this.
Celebrity boxing match.
Oh, fucking
There
sign
you
me
go,
up,
dude.
Wayne. Sign me up.
Yeah, bro. But that
He would
you know,
never.
no, for sure. But you know, it's funny, bro, because what most people don't realize is the universe is guarded, dude. The universe is neutral. Whatever you put into this shit, it'll spit something out. It'll amplify it.
Yeah.
If you're a bad person, plant bad seeds, bad things happen, right? It's like my revelation last night when I was putting my hand on the concrete of like, as humans, we look at cause and effect and we go like, whoa, dude, what is this? And we tell ourselves a story about it, but no, it's just your life is an equation of whatever the fuck you're thinking and feeling.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, it's just it seems so simple, right? It's like where you are, that's a result of what you wanted, whether you're conscious of it or not, which that also becomes kind of the challenge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we're talking about awareness, right? Most people, they don't like the drum. Most people aren't even aware of the sound of the drum, right? Like whatever the drum is in their life, their job, their relationships, they don't even notice that the drum sounds different.
Yeah.
They're just beating the drum because that's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right? Which is another amazing thing about psychedelics, is it'll wake you up and all of a sudden you hear the drum.
Yeah.
Right? Even you have plenty of experience with psychedelics and still it resonated. All of a sudden you heard the sound difference. And you were like, oh, I'm attached to a story about this side of the drum. But most people, they don't even hear the drum, let alone recognize the story that they're telling themselves about it.
But bro, and this is the thing with, you know, there's this whole crowd of people who, for example, Alan Watts said once you get the message, hang up the phone.
I know, dude.
And I want to break this down. Okay, first off, Alan Watts ate edibles and drank
every day until he was dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to put people.
Cheers, Alan.
Yeah. See, wait. Cheers. And you have to put things in perspective. Also, it's like when people come at me. Oh, well, Maharaji said that LSD is like a meeting with God. It'd be better to become God. I'm like, okay, well, this is like asking Alexander the Great what he thinks about the Gutenberg press.
Exactly.
It's just pretty irrelevant.
Yeah.
You know, these people are victims of their time and their circumstance.
Yeah.
Okay, and first off, as much as I love LSD, that is not the one that is going to convert, going to bring some like guy to his knees. Like it's but the mushroom, it's ayahuasca. It's these products of the natural environment.
Absolutely.
These intelligent plant entities. I have so much respect for LSD and of everybody goes, but it goes to ergot. Listen, I know, but I'm just saying, phenomenologically speaking, it does not have the same spirit. You can read Maria Sabina's writings about it too. You know, LSD, my problem child. She has a whole little pamphlet called that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because, you know, Albert Hoffman and Watson, they were going down there and they were giving it to her. And, you know, the problem is that...
Wow, I didn't know that.
Oh, yes, bro.
What?
Yes.
Wow, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That adds to the complexity of this story and even our strange meeting here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so fascinating.
So, and that's the problem, is that it's too unpredictable.
Yeah.
The mushroom, you can like have a dialogue with it.
Oh, yeah.
The LSD, it opens up this dimension of everything all at onceness. You know, this really transparent vibe, like just like, or not even vibe, but like a state of perception where everything becomes more visible, and the dimensions within you and without you are brought to light.
Yeah.
And there's not this sense of like a grounding presence there.
Yeah.
It's unpredictable in these high doses, you know. And which is all, it comes back to what I was saying, you know, like I use it more as a tool, like an enzyme. Like for example, mushrooms and ayahuasca and wachuma are not a tool.
Yeah.
Plant medicine is not a tool. Mushrooms, ayahuasca, wachuma, all of these things.
Intelligence.
LSD is a tool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Those botanical psychedelics are entities. They are intelligent beings. The LSD is an enzyme. It's like a higher dimensional neurotransmitter that once introduced into the nervous system brings, like we were talking about, either it brings more up or it brings your filter down.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure, but the filter and how you normally perceive reality changes.
Yeah.
And everything becomes more there. It becomes more intelligent. It becomes more alive.
Interesting. I would compare it to like the aperture on a camera, right? Like the amount of light that can come into a camera. Right?
Something like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and it's interesting too because oftentimes I'll use that metaphor for cannabis as well in terms of like cannabis doesn't like it's not adding anything, it's removing something. It's removing
boundary dissolution. This is what Terrence was saying. And
filtration, right?
Yeah.
So much of our lived experience, like, and again, cameras are a good way to put this. Like raw data. Right now, if I take a photo of you in RAW, it's massive. You can't just post that to Instagram. There's too much data there, right? And so what you have to do is you have to reduce it to a JPEG or something like that. And so it's the same with every day, our brains in our waking life, we're in JPEG mode.
Right.
But these psychedelics, some of them have this habit of turning it into RAW mode where all the data is available, right? So I think it's both. I think it's this reduction of filtration and also this like bringing you up to this enzymatic process.
Yeah, LSD is a creative tool.
Oh, absolutely.
It's what I really like about LSD is that you decide the fate of the journey. When we're talking like 200 mics or less, you decide the fate. The mushroom is going to tell you.
Oh yeah,
what's happening.
You're at the mercy.
Mother ayahuasca is going to lay your ass on the ground. You're going to be purging, begging for forgiveness. Like the LSD is neutral.
Yeah.
You can take a tab of LSD and go play soccer, or go program on your computer, or film a podcast, or hang out with your father-in-law.
Yeah, for sure.
You can do all these things.
You can work through your emotional issues and shit too. But it's a choice. Like
exactly.
I've noticed that there's a conscious choice.
Yes.
Right? It's like the image of like a dark road and like a bright and sunny one.
Exactly.
LSD gives you the chance. It's like, hey, do you want to fucking dig some shit up? And dude, if you're in the space where that's your that's the intention and purpose behind your exploration, bro, go for it.
Yeah.
Right? But if you're not in that space, it's such an amazing tool and utility to have access to, because then you can use it. Like you said, dude, ayahuasca, it cracks me up when you get people who are like, well, I'm going to do ayahuasca because I have this, and this problem. No, bro. It's not how it works.
They don't exist.
Every single time I've taken my problems to ayahuasca or mushrooms, you know what it tells me every time? You think you're going to bring your fucking people problems to me?
Yeah.
Like, you think I'm going to help you with your fucking, like back in the day, your girlfriend, dude? That's what you want help with? Like, okay, buddy, sit down and fucking... Now's class time. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I do.
I love this amazing Terrence McKenna story. He's like talking about taking high doses of mushrooms, and like early on he would ask the mushroom, am I doing the right thing? And the mushroom would say, what kind of a chicken shit question is that to ask to me?
Yeah, absolutely.
And he said he learned very early on, like, oh yeah, like, don't ask these stupid,
bro. It's like you were talking about sorry,
questions.
Bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, when I did Ibogaine, there's this woman named Claudia, right? And Claudia she's a babe, beautiful woman, nice lady, and she's my like nurse. So I come out of the Ibogaine after 24 hours of just fucking being gone, right? And I come back, and no one speaks a lick of English, and I'm like trying to talk to Claudia, and I'm like asking her for things, and every time I ask for something, I'm like, oh, could you give me a water? I'm sorry, could you give me a water? And she comes up to me and she goes, Joshua, in Mexico, we like our men to be men, and so she goes, when you say sorry, you kind of sound like a little bitch.
Wow.
And it was so funny because in that space right after Ibogaine, it didn't even offend me. I was just like, oh,
you're right.
Okay, like I took it, I adopted it, and since then I'm not gonna say sorry for just existing.
Exactly.
Right?
And that doesn't mean that you're not remorseful.
Exactly.
Like not having sorry in your vocabulary doesn't mean that you are not apologetic.
Exactly.
It's just like this shift. People walk around the corner at a grocery store and say sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, we're all here at the grocery store.
Exactly.
We're walking through these short ass aisles.
Yeah,
you have to be sorry.
And how are you empowering yourself for saying sorry? Like, how does that empower you at all?
No, you disempower yourself.
Exactly, bro. You're doing the opposite, right?
Yeah.
And we've been raised in this culture that wants to be, I'm Canadian, dude. We've been raised in this apologetic culture. It's like, nah, bro. Like, you don't need to say sorry for everything.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, cool. It's still on. I wanted to double check. Yeah. Yeah, bro. No, it's interesting, man. There's there's also this element of like when you're still in this very like matrix-driven reality, right? 9 to 5, all of this looks like narcissism, right? Like someone not saying sorry, you're like, oh, that fucking narcissist, right? Someone wanting to take care of themselves first before filling other people's cups, you're like, oh, it's narcissistic, right? And so what's crazy is, bro, you know, it's there's that quote from fucking Notorious, the Biggie Smalls movie, and he's like, fucking Diddy and Biggie are talking. Diddy's like, man, we're gonna change the fucking world. And Biggie's like, can't change the world till we change ourselves, dude. Yeah. And it's like, that's what the medicine shows you, right? You want to fucking... Every time I've wanted to repair a relationship on psychedelics, like mushrooms, ayahuasca, anything, the ayahuasca is just like, all right, do it, bro. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call them. And it's like, no, dude. Just fix the fucking relationship by fixing yourself. Yeah. You can only heal you.
How you relate to it.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. And the love you give yourself, your capacity to give love does not extend beyond the capacity you have to give love to yourself.
Exactly.
And so if you're fucking, you know, do you know who Yvon Chouinard is? No. Yvon Chouinard is the founder of Patagonia. And he's got this wonderful quote about climbing Mount Everest. He says, climbing Mount Everest is supposed to induce this spiritual experience, right? And so if you compromise that with money, you were an asshole when you started, you'll be an asshole when you finish.
Exactly.
And that's what it is with psychedelics. If you compromise this process with anything, whether it be money or other material goals, like you were an asshole when you started, you'll be an asshole when you finish, bro.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
you know, remember when I took the group that you came on to Oaxaca? Yeah. Our one boy, he, you know, with his Balenciaga bag and like taking shots and stuff, you know, it reminds me, like, you know, me and Bernardino, and you know, we held such a beautiful ceremony for him, and I remember just like feeling like this whole new tone in his voice talking to him after the ceremony. It's like 2 a.m. and there's like this just like level of authenticity, and then the next day, you know, it's back to bitches and money and all this stuff, man. Yeah. And so it's, you know, the ceremonies are helpful because they bring stuff to light, but then it's in the day-to-day.
Absolutely.
And, you know, everybody talks about psychedelic integration. You got to do your breath work and you got to do your journaling and stuff, but it's like, no, bro, it's actually how you live moment to moment. Yeah. How do you interact with the coconut man?
100%.
How do you interact with your children?
Yeah.
How do you wake up? How do you breathe?
Yourself,
How do you sleep? Yeah. How do you talk to yourself?
Absolutely, bro.
It's in the moment to moment. And now the other things are tools. The breath work, all these things, they're tools for quieting the mind and bringing the soul into more of the foreground, or the spirit, or the overmind, whatever you want to call it, you know. But really, it comes down to it's moment to moment, man. It has to be an every second awareness of operating in this state that you're wanting to get into. There's this quote, I don't know who said it, but he said, we don't want altered states. We want altered traits.
Yeah, dude. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you know, and it's funny because there's two quotes that come to mind. One is Wayne Dyer. You know, enlightenment is not a destination; it's a way of travel, right? Which is a massive one, right?
Yes.
But also, dude, there's this Alan Watts quote where he talks about if you can't meditate in a boiler room, you can't meditate.
Right.
And so we have, again, these pristine spaces and these pristine, like, we try and simulate, right, perfection, and we learn and grow in there, and then when it turns into the actual day-to-day, the coconut man, your kids, whatever, then we're a fucking, you know, it's like that's where you know if you actually change. That's where you need to meditate. That's where you need to know how to be at peace, right? Yeah. It's not in the fucking perfect yoga studio that you're paying $200 a month to go and sit in with your fucking... Yeah, I'm not gonna...
With your Apple Watch.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that.
Shit's insane.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Right? It's not listening to some Zen track, right? No, dude. It's when you're fucking... Some dude cuts you off in traffic.
Yeah.
Right? It's when your plans fall through. It's when you fucking stub your toe, you get sunburned. That's when the Zen comes out, dude.
You know, there's people who wouldn't post this video because of the dog barking in the back.
Oh, bro, absolutely.
You know? Or they'd get distracted. Oh, no, fucking dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Who gives a fuck?
Bro, absolutely.
What a beautiful scene.
What a gift, bro.
Here on Lago de Chapala.
Yeah.
Estamos aquí para las vibras.
Well, thanks for having me, bro.
See, wait. Of course, bro. Anytime.
What a gift.
I love, like, when the sun sets here and this breeze starts rolling in. It feels so good, man.
Oh, it's incredible, dude. And there's something about a lake too, as opposed to the ocean.
Yeah.
There's something about the mountains in the background. Lake's just beautiful, bro.
Yeah, I grew up on a lake, on some of the biggest lakes in the world.
Ah.
Lake Erie, bordering your country.
Yep.
My dad was out fishing yesterday in your country,
Oh,
you
man.
know, in Canadian waters.
These damn illegals. These
Yeah.
illegals from the southern border.
Oh my God, he makes hilarious videos. My dad has a fishing channel on YouTube and Instagram called Lake Erie Jason. Go check him out.
Yeah.
But dude, he makes
Shout out
like
Jason.
hilarious videos, like fishing in Canadian waters and being like, that walleye was biting like it was gay. Must have been because we were in Canada. This is my dad, bro.
Yeah.
So, this is like the guy who raised
So
me.
funny.
Fucking crazy.
Yo.
Yes, we are. What do you need? Hey, Ziggy! No problem,
Yeah.
wait. No problemo.
What's up, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, you look like you're doing good, man. Bouncing around. He's so cute, dude. Oh, man. Dude, it's so nice out here. This is so beautiful.
Isn't it? It's a vibe.
Hi!
Are you? I'm not like
Yeah, let's do a burrito. Let's
Okay.
do some little burritos.
with a steak or
What do you have, chorizo?
Steak is good.
Steak's good.
Yeah, steak's
Yeah,
good.
steak.
steak?
Yeah. See, wait. Is that
See,
okay
wait.
if you want to? You don't have to. All right.
I think cut off.